So what practical ways do you think housing providers and local authorities can fix some of the issues that you've seen?
I'd say in the first instance, actually listening to tenants, and not just that, but actually getting out there and seeing it for themselves, not just relying on what it is that they hear on the phone, or prioritising or having a sort of checklist to schedule whose situation is worse than the others. They really should have housing officers out there going and looking for themselves. But also the changes that are needed is fundamental changes, like these providers actually caring and not just saying they're caring, because without that foundation, nothing can be built on that. I think they need to go back and they need to look at the repairs team, who are quite frankly failing the providers, but not just that. The contractors in which they employ, because I know these housing providers know that some of the contractors they use aren't great, and complaints have been made to them about them, but for some reason they don't want to change. And what needs to happen is providers need to stop prioritising cost efficiency over the lives of tenants. I think that's the fundamental. They cannot be taking shortcuts or choosing the cheap option just because it's better for them financially. They need to be prioritising the health and safety of their tenants and paying and doing whatever it is that they have to in order to ensure that that's withheld, and they're meeting standards, because unfortunately what we've seen from the work that I've been doing, that hasn't been happening, and it hasn't been happening not just for a year but for absolute decades.